Let's go! The Sagrada Familia has been officially confirmed as the tallest church in the world. Put it on the list with Anne Orlando and Dracula's castle. It is big. Really big, but just how big? The church currently stands at 162 metres. It is now approximately taller than St. Paul's Cathedral, St. Peter's Basilica, Big Ben, the Statue of Liberty, and the Lex Luthor Drop of Doom at Six Flags Magic Mountain. However, it is still not quite as tall as, say, the Eiffel Tower, the Empire State Building, or the Dark Tower of Sauron. Construction on the Sagrada Família began in 1882 in Barcelona, Spain. The structure was originally envisioned as your typical church to be designed and built in the Gothic Revival style. Enter 31-year-old Antoni Gaudí, beard architect extraordinaire. Gaudí took over and the project quickly transformed from ordinary church to architecture thunder palace, rich in ornate, expressive architectural detail, and to be built so tall that its numerous tower-like spires would have to compete with one another just to be the first to reach out and touch the hand of God himself. When Gaudí died in 1926, less than 25% of the church was complete. The Sagrada Família had always been envisioned as an intergenerational project, so here we are, almost 200 years later, still discussing the unfinished behemoth that is the Basilica and Expiatory Church of the Holy Family, aka Sagrada Familia, famously featured in Season 6, Episode 3 of How I Met Your Mother. The episode is fittingly titled Unfinished. So why is it unfinished? They built the Burj Khalifa in 6 years, and the Burj Khalifa is bigger? Well, first of all, the Burj Khalifa is... Second of all, lots of things, so let's get into it. For most of its life, the construction work has relied on private donations. It now massively relies on ticket sales and tourism, and as we all know, tourism is greatly affected by the economy, and the economy is unpredictable. Gaudí's design uses complex and advanced geometry. We are talking about hyperbolic hyperboloids, shapes within shapes. All of this geometric complexity was to be constructed with thousands and thousands of handcrafted and bespoke stone elements. And that's not all. Not only did Gaudí leave behind an assortment of drawings and models for his successors to use to complete the design, he also sort of left behind the cipher by which the design could be understood and later constructed. Gaudí made the models of his buildings upside down, then, using mirrors on the floor, would visualize the designs downside up. The models were physical parametric representations of this complexity. Have you tried flipping it? Gaudí developed a parametric system by which the designs could be read and understood. All of this was achieved before the invention of the computer. Revit? Brought to you by Otto Gaudí. During the Spanish Civil War, Gaudí's workshop was destroyed. Most of his original models and drawings were sadly ruined, and it was left to the next generation of architects to piece things back together. Building permits and urban planning logistics have further prolonged the construction process. The church did not formally receive its building permit until 2019. It continues to face questions of urban planning legitimacy even today. The church has been designed to include a monumental stairway to formalise the entrance to the church, but this will require the demolition of 2 entire urban blocks. So what is actually here today? The Sagrada Familia consists of 18 tower-like spires, 12 for the apostles, 4 for the evangelists, and 1 each for Mary and Jesus. 13 are currently built. The church has 3 facades, 1 for nativity, 1 for passion, and 1 for glory. There are 5 naves and 7 chapels. All of this has been constructed with hundreds of thousands of cubic meters of stone, concrete, steel, glass, ceramic, and timber. Many consider the design and construction of the church to be an overindulgence of sorts. Its presence within the Barcelona skyline is often considered to be overwrought and seemingly out of place with the rest of the city. But despite its controversies, the church is no doubt an architectural marvel. I look forward to seeing it finished. 5 out of 10.